This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
A lot of my friends are on pat leaves and mat leaves right now, and I'm so happy for them.
It's that stage in life.
Slightly jealous, but happy for them. I mean, just the prospect of just a bunch of time off. I know you're not getting a ton of sleep because you're up, obviously, at all hours with a newborn. I also, another sort of cross-section of my life, I know a lot of people who've recently got puppies, and I'm always out walking Coffee the Pooch, so I'm meeting people. You know when you see a puppy, they're not coordinated, they're flopping everywhere. Mm-hmm. And if you've ever had a puppy, you know how much work it is. Steph, you just had Coda recently. It's a ton of work. It's like a kid that only matures to like the age of 2 because she'll always be cleaning up their poop. You'll always be feeding them. They don't become self-sustaining people or adults at some point. They max out at about age 2. So, you're teaching it how to behave, how to sit, how to stay, how to not chew your shoes and your furniture. You're not sleeping like a child.
Yep. And you're afraid to almost leave them at home by themselves, especially in those early days, right?
I was terrified when I got Coffee coming in to do the last morning show we did before this. I'm like, please be alive when I come home. Yeah. Like, don't eat something that's going to be bad. Like, you just don't know.
On mat leave and pat leave, there's no expectation of me having to leave the baby at home while I go do other things.
Exactly. And I'm just wondering, with this very, what's the right word to describe where society is heading? Very thoughtful, inclusive type of society. Okay. I'm wondering if there is a world where new dog owners get a mat or pat leave. And I'm not saying 9 months, a year, whatever it is people take. I'm talking like 2 to 4 weeks to get situated with your puppy, a reasonable amount.
I mean, look, I never say never. I like the elevator pitch. I think like using words like inclusive and things like this will obviously help.
I read it on one of the pillars here at Rogers. I still don't know what it means. But.
But I think this is a valid point. I think there's something to it for sure. I don't know how well it would go over, because.
With whom? The cats?
Right. Well, then that's the other question. How far does it go then? Is it cats? Is it goats? Is it chickens?
My gecko?
Yeah. Okay. Is it a pet fish?
In fairness, this has to be evaluated because I don't know. Are kittens a lot of work? I don't know. I've never had a kitten.
I never had a cat, but usually they're
cats
pretty
are generally more independent.
Cats are just a lot of work, like for their entire lifetime, because they're just like, who do you think you are?
They're sassy.
I own this place
and independent.
Yeah.
I think a 2 to 4. I bet you, in our lifetime, there will be a world where some companies, not all companies, some companies are offering a short pat or mat leave for a puppy.
Are there companies that do it already? There might be some that give you a couple weeks.
Some forward-thinking tech firm.
It's the same people who said, "Oh, we're going to get a 4-day work week." Still waiting for that.
That's going to happen sometime in our lifetime. We probably won't experience it while we're still working, but it'll happen at some point in our lifetime. Don't you think we'll all be like 80, like somewhere in a retirement home, telling stupid jokes to each other on our podcast?
And then saying how lazy everyone is because they're only working 4 days a week.
Did you hear the daily double? There's only 4 days a week.
Well, I mean, look, I think we're all on board. I wonder how you feel about. What do you think? Should new dog parents get a pat or mat leave?
Yeah. And again, we're not trying to take advantage of the system. I'm talking 2 to 4 weeks,
just
max a month.
Get adjusted.
Get situated.
Yeah.
You tell us. Give us a call. Let's test the waters here. Hillary and Curtis, what do you think?
I don't think so. And I'm a huge dog advocate. I foster and own dogs. And I think that's a good, vacation time, right? Like, you take vacation to take care of your dogs. They are super adjustable, right? So they adjust to your schedule. They adjust to people in your house. And then, you just kind of take a week off if you want on vacation and then let them adjust.
Then you got to burn a week of vacay.
What's that?
But then you got to burn a week of precious vacation, and some people only get 2 to begin with.
No, I know, you're right. I mean, get a dog on a weekend and then take a week off. But I mean, that's a good reason for a vacation, no?
This is true. I mean, you're good. You must be like Cesar Millan if you can get your dog in order in a week. It took me a lot longer than that, but I was also a first-time dog dad.
Fair enough. I mean, I would say that puppies are a lot more adjustable, but you are correct. It does take time, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you work in HR for a company by chance? Cutting down this policy?
No, I don't. And I am a very big advocate for mat and pat leave. I have 2 kids as well.
Okay. Well, that seems like a fair and balanced approach. We appreciate your thought. Thanks so much for the call.
No worries. Thanks for chatting. Enjoy your day.
It's nice to get perspective from other,
Yeah.
people who have pets because they know.
Do you feel like Hillary came in with a no and then I kind of talked her into a yes?
Welcome to my life.
Right?
Everything I bring you, which is a no, you turn around into a yes. You're
Yeah.
very convincing.
We'll put her as a maybe.
Okay. Let's go to Irene in Stouffville. So what do you think? Should new dog parents get a pat or mat leave?
I definitely think so.
Yes.
They have to go through a training process. I didn't actually have a puppy. Well, he was 1 year old. I adopted him from a rescue place. And I had to buy a crate to put him in, but that didn't stop him from eating things.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
the things that he ate the blanket that I put in his crate. He ate part of his bed that I put in the crate. He started eating the bottom of the crate, and he got down into, I have a wood floor, and he started eating the wood floor.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so if I'd have been able to be home to watch him and take him to training, then I might have been able to keep him. Unfortunately, I had to take him back because
Oh, no.
it wasn't fair to him.
Yeah.
And so
That would have been nice.
Irene, you raise a really good point. People who are kind enough to get rescues, you definitely might even need some more time. There might be a case to get like 4 or 5 weeks off for the rescue because you never know what type of challenges they've been through, right?
yeah, and he was a big dog too. Like,
Irene,
so
thank
he
you.
was already a big boy.
Thank you so much for the call. We appreciate your perspective.
Thank you.
We're also getting a lot of texts at 981, people weighing in, including Lindsay, who says Mars Canada, they're a pet food manufacturer.
Okay.
They provide new pet parents with leave for 2 weeks.
What?
They also let you bring your pet to work.
Come on.
Well,
Okay,
I
but
mean,
there are
it makes sense.
There are pet food companies that make sense.
Yeah.
Imagine though, if you have a human baby, they give you no time off.
They're like, don't you know where
only
you
for
work?
pets.
How dare you? Use your vacation time for that.
Go work at a human food company if you want time off for your human baby. Okay, Steph, we got time for one more here. Anne in Oshawa. Should new dog parents get a little pat mat leave?
I think Gurdeep has lost his mind.
Tell me why.
He already gets that time. It's called vacation, and that's what everybody else does when they get a new puppy. They take vacation.
But what if a new parent of a little human, aka a baby, was told, yeah, just take some vacation when you get a new baby?
There's a big difference between a human that you have to nurture and a puppy that is a pet.
I agree, but that's why I
You
think
don't have to have a pet.
I think you don't have to have a baby either. I think a year for a baby is great, but I'm only suggesting like a couple of weeks for a pet. If you've ever had a pet, you realize that in many ways it kind of is like a baby.
I've had many, many pets, many dogs and a couple of cats over the years. And when I've needed to, I take vacation with a new puppy.
And do you work in HR?
No, I do not.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you so much for your
boy.
perspective. We appreciate it.
Good luck.
Okay, so we had like one emphatic no, one emphatic yes, and one maybe.
Yeah.
So 3 calls decided nothing.
And let me guess, you're convinced. And you've convinced us, so that's all that works. That's all that matters.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
All right, when you go to a restaurant, are you someone who will actually stack your plates after you're done eating in order, or maybe in an effort to help the wait staff? You're just like, okay, let me stack my plates and put them on the side, make it easier for when they come to clear the table.
Good question. I think it depends. Generally, the answer is no. Like if it's a fancy or fine dining restaurant, no. If it's, I'm thinking like your greasy spoon diner where like it's really, the tables are all kind of crammed in there. Maybe you're in a booth in a corner and it's tough for the waiter or waitress to like reach over. There's a bunch of you.
Right.
Then if I'm the guy on the end, I'll sort of like grab everyone's plate, kind of make it easier for them. But,
Okay.
But generally, no.
And do you have a method to how you stack the plates, or you just try to get them out of the way?
I don't even necessarily stack. I'll just kind of like bring them all over to one side so they can grab them. Maybe stack a couple, like,
Okay.
No, I don't really have a method. No.
Okay. Producer Steph, why do I picture you doing this?
I stack them.
You're a stacker. I knew it.
I'm such a stacker because when we're going out with the kids, it's a disaster. Like when they're done eating, I just want to clean it up. Plus, I used to be a waiter too, so I would.
Were you a waiter or a waitress?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I would, I was wait staff. And so I would, I love when people stack plates properly. That's the thing too, because if you're just stacking plates with all the utensils and the food in there, you're actually making a bigger disaster for the server when they come over to take your plates.
Right.
But I stack
Then
them
it's like an
nicely.
unbalanced Jenga tower.
Right.
Like
I
you
stack
gotta-
them.
yeah.
Stack them nicely.
There's a recent poll, and they have weighed in, and all of the wait staff for the most part, say no. Don't stack the plates. And that we know that you mean well, your heart is in the right place, but it really is a signal to us that you think that we're not capable of doing our jobs.
Maybe they're not.
Or like they're taking too it looks like maybe you think they're taking too long to come to your table or something.
And then, if you're someone who, let's say you're the manager and you're seeing this happen at the table, your immediate thought is, wait, where are their servers? Wait, how long have they been done their meal? Oh, was the customer service bad? Like, there's so many questions. Are they in a hurry? What's going on that it causes more stress than it needs to? So you're not actually being helpful.
I don't know.
I can see that.
I can see it, but I don't know where this came from because I remember I've worked in so many restaurants and no one's ever complained about that. And our bosses never told us ever once, oh, make sure you go clean it because if we see stacked plates, means you guys aren't working fast enough.
Right.
I don't know where this came from.
It's not that big of a deal.
I was a waiter one summer. It was a super fancy golf club, and no one would have stacked plates there because these members were all paying a lot of money to be there. So there's a certain expectation.
Right.
I just think, again, the only time it makes sense is, again, if it's a really cramped place and you don't want your server awkwardly reaching over the table, then I'll make it easier, but I'll wait for that body language.
I don't even think about it. I don't know what that says about me because I like to think I'm a thoughtful person, but I've never done it. I will clean up after my kids, because they always make a mess. So I'll clean up after them and wipe the table, but not the plates. And I would be worried about breaking a plate. I'd be so worried about messing up the way to do it because there's a proper way to do it. Because you're not supposed to have any food on it. You're not, you have to stack the utensils. There has to be an order to things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be too afraid.
You don't want it turning into Jenga. Okay, listen, let's go straight to the source here. If you're a server, you work in the industry, maybe you used to work in the industry, and you're banging the steering wheel right now going, I have the answer to this, or I have a thought. We want to hear from you. What do you think about this? People stacking the plates for you if you're a server. Text coming in here from Lily in T-Dot. That's how she signed it. I like that. Lily says, 24 years experience as a bartender here. I would love when people would help me out. Never had any of those negative assumptions by me or my managers. Must be generational.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So
all
maybe
right,
it's
Lily.
a younger person server thing.
And look, Lily's saying, I appreciate the help. But let's go to Allie in Toronto. What do you think?
I honestly don't mind it at all. Like, if you're doing it properly and there's, not utensils in between each plate, I think it's actually kind of helpful. I've never complained about it.
So what is the proper way, just so that we all know how to do it properly?
If you, clean off one, onto one plate, all the food and put all the utensils on one, the top plate, then it makes everything so much easier.
Okay, and it doesn't give the impression that, hey, you're not being attentive enough or you're keeping us waiting or we're in a rush to go?
No, not at all. I've never had that. And my managers have never told me anything about that either.
Okay, what producer Steph said. All right, so good to know. It's okay to stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Producer Steph's our resident waiter.
You're welcome.
Allie, thanks so much for the call. We appreciate you.
No worries.
Text coming in here from Damien at 981-981 saying, good morning, guys. We don't stack plates. We hand them to our waiters when they come to the table. Actually, now that Damien says that, I'm a hander, not a stacker. I was saying, if you're in a cramped booth and, the waiter or waitress is reaching over, I'm a hander. I don't stack.
Okay, so you just sort of push the plates.
Pass it over because, we'll save you the reach, you know?
Okay, well, so look, at the end of the day, I guess do what you're going to do. If you're going to do it, just make sure you do it right.
Yeah, whatever that is.
I think we figured it out.
Yeah.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
We got 2 stories you need to know on a Friday morning. Pooch?
Okay, we've all done this. We've dreamt of winning the lottery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever dreamt of winning the lottery twice, though?
No, that would be greedy and excessive.
Yeah, and what are the odds that it could happen? Well, it happened to Trang Pham of Mississauga. Okay, this month she won the instant gold multiplier. It was $250,000.
Not bad.
Which is amazing.
$250,000?
Yeah. She just was like, okay. And actually, she just bought the ticket on a whim. She wanted some water from a gas station while she was there at the Petro-Canada. This is at Steeles and Hornby. She got her water. She got a couple tickets. Won $250,000. Okay.
Being
really
thirsty's
lucky.
never paid off.
Yeah, so that was this month. Back in January of this year, she was one of 5 coworkers who split a $60 million jackpot.
You buried the lead. Hold on. One of 5 coworkers, that's $12 million each.
Yeah.
So that she won $12 million and then topped it up with $250,000.
Yes. She just January to July?
Who's still buying lottery tickets after you win 12 mil? I don't even think I'd bother.
What is actually happening? Apparently, she's been playing for many, many years, many different OLG games. She's a mom of 2. She says that she's going to spend the money on bills and travel. I'm sorry. You don't have any bills when you win $12 million, do you?
Seriously, I'm surprised she's even like stopping to buy water at a gas station. I'd have someone filling up gas for me and someone...
She's bathing in spring water.
Seriously. What up, fam? What's the secret?
Yes, very, very cool. What do you got?
Okay, this is pretty exciting. Big shout out to the city of Hamilton.
Okay.
Paul McCartney is playing only one Canadian show on this current tour.
Paul McCartney from the Beatles?
That Paul McCartney, that one, yeah. He's playing one show in Canada on this massive tour of his, the Got Back Tour, which is being described by some as just like a must-see experience. It's the grand opening of the TD Coliseum in Hamilton on Friday, November 21st. So if the name doesn't sound familiar, like, what is this venue, eh? This is because this used to be Cops Coliseum back in the day. That's how I remember it.
Oh, yeah.
Then it became First Ontario Centre. And now it's undergone these major renos. They're calling it more than renos. It's a full-on transformation, facelift, makeover. It's aimed at making it a magnet for top-tier acts around the world. It's being described as a new era for live entertainment in Hamilton. Makes me really want to see what this venue's like if Paul McCartney's coming through.
And he had the option of Toronto. He picked Hamilton.
Yeah. I think this is great, though. Like stuff like Rogers Stadium and this new venue in Hamilton. I love that there's big venues that are not in downtown Toronto. It's good to draw crowds out of the downtown core. Like, I have no problem driving 45 minutes to the Hammer to see a big act.
Especially if it's Paul McCartney. Talk about a way to kick things off.
Yeah, and he's going to do his solo hits. He's going to do his Beatle hits, in case you're wondering. Friday, July 18th, 10 a.m. Tickets go on sale.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
it's time for a pun-off.
Man proposes to AI chatbot girlfriend before she runs out of memory.
Oh, no. What if he says, will you marry me? And she says, 404 feelings not found. Man proposes to AI chatbot girlfriend before she runs out of memory.
Hold on, so let me get this straight. Even digital girlfriends have commitment issues? I'm screwed. Man proposes to AI chatbot girlfriend before she runs out of memory.
I hope he knows if she says yes, he has to accept all cookies. Man proposes to AI chatbot girlfriend before she runs out of memory.
A fun fact, the ring didn't come in a box. It came in a pop-up window.
Hate the pop-ups.
Man proposes to AI chatbot girlfriend before she runs out of memory.
Can you imagine their vows? She says, CTRL ALT I Do. And he says, till a system reboot do us part. Man proposes to AI chatbot girlfriend before she runs out of memory.
I heard for the honeymoon they're spending 2 weeks of uninterrupted cloud syncing. Wicka wow, wicka wow, wow.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
So we know that driving in Toronto can be so frustrating.
People are probably doing it right now, sitting in traffic going, yeah.
Yeah, traffic is not fun. And then between all of the lane restrictions and the construction and the bike lanes and all the things, it takes forever to get anywhere. I was driving and I was going to meet some friends, and I was just thinking, okay, this is like a 15-minute drive, which ended up being a 30-minute drive.
Sounds about right.
Because of all the traffic. Okay, fine, that's Toronto traffic. But the thing I couldn't get over was right beside me was a cyclist. And the cyclist was going faster than me. And it was just like, it was bugging me because I kept going, no, this can't be. Like, eventually, I'll go ahead and then they'll catch up. And then, in the end, I will win. I will be faster than the cyclist. It has to be that way in the world.
Cars go faster than bicycles, logic would dictate?
No. And this cyclist was following all the rules, like stopping at all the stoplights, and beat me, like was several blocks ahead of me. And it was driving me insane. But then I remembered something you do, which is, don't you make a game out of stopping at red lights?
I do. And first off, you found the one cyclist in Toronto following all the rules, so I applaud you. But yes, I do make a game on my way. It only really works. I should have given you the caveat. It only really works like at the hour I come to work, which is like 4:30 in the morning when there's not many cars on the road. I'm about 5 kilometers from work, and I try to go from my parking garage to the parking garage here at Rogers without bringing my car to a full stop. So like if I see the lights red and I'm like 100 meters away, I'll like slow down. I'm going like
Right, you start pumping the brakes.
5 or 10 kilometers an hour, like kind of just gliding up to the light because I just want to keep the car moving.
Right, okay. And
I don't know if that works in traffic.
This is fun for you. So I just decided to I don't know, it was fun for me to be like, no, okay, this light, this light. Now we're beside each other. Let's see what you do now, cyclist. Oh, look at that. It was just fun for me to have this friendly little competition.
Okay.
I was still paying attention to the road. I know you're worried about that. I was not distracted. But somehow that turned it around into, before I knew it, I was at my destination and it didn't seem so frustrating.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
You distracted yourself.
You taught me something, which is, I think sometimes you just have to have an attitude adjustment about some things.
If you can make a game out of something mundane,
yes,
like you're winning at life, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, this was frustrating. So to turn that into something that was just fun was like, okay, in the end, the cyclist won, just so you know.
The cyclist won.
It wasn't even a tie.
But a fun time was had by all.
Yes.
Okay, I like this. So listen, you're all sitting in traffic right now on your way to work, presumably. What do you do to make your commute fun, I wonder? Like, do you play any games like that? Like, I play that silly little game where I try to have the car not stop. And there's time, I don't know what's when. There's times where like, but the light is still red. I got to stop the car.
And sometimes, you pull up besides the people who are definitely having fun. Like, they're drumming on the steering wheel. Like, they're into whatever's going on in the car. I want to hear from those people. David writing, I basically just play loud music in my car and have a mini concert. And also said, P.S., I drive a BMW. Oh.
Okay, David, love that you have a mini concert in your car. Not sure why it's relevant that you drive a BMW, but thanks for sharing. We love that for you.
You're just fancy.
Yeah, you're fancy and you have a concert. You're in a fancy suite at the concert. Lily,
he's listening to classical music.
Yes,
that's what he's having a concert with.
He's rocking out on the violin. Lily in Toronto saying, I count people sleeping on the TTC to pass time.
Oh,
okay.
That's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a lot of people are tired, okay? Get a little snooze in. Lori from Brampton, what do you do to make the commute fun?
I played the punch buggy game.
Oh, punch bug, punchbacks.
Yes.
Are you
And
alone
guess
in the
who's
car? Or are you
the
just
queen? Me.
So you just punch yourself?
No, my husband is driving, and I get the punch buggy, so
wait a minute.
Concentrate.
So
I
he's
win every
driving.
game.
He's driving and he's getting punches?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's fun for you, dangerous for him, but still.
Yeah, a little bit.
That game has survived the test of time. Like, we used to play this on the school bus back in like grade 4, and like all these years later, this game's still.
Yes.
And do you find there are a lot of punch buggies still on the road?
There are. They
Nice.
are, yeah.
My daughter plays it, but because there's no punch buggies, it's yellow car. But then everything's yellow. It's like yellow bus, yellow truck. I'm like, it's not. That's not how it works. Stop punching me.
If you want to do a modern version, it's Tesla, no ticklebacks. You see a Tesla, you start tickling someone. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Oh, dear.
That's not
No?
a thing. No.
Yeah, Tesla, no
it's not.
ticklebacks. Make it a thing, Lori.
Okay. Have a great weekend, guys.
You too.
Love ya.
Bye, Lori.
Bye.
Remind me not to get in the car with either of you.
Oh, yeah, you and I.
Yellow car with the stuff, and then with you and your tickles.
Guess what? You and I are going to be commuting together in some way, shape, or form to Coldplay tomorrow night. So get ready to play
And
Tesla, no ticklebacks.
And you know how many Teslas are on the road? I'm going to be tickled a lot.
Yeah, there should be a rule, though. If you're the driver, you're exempt from getting punched or tickled. You're the driver.
I agree. You got to focus on
Right.
the road. Oh, one more here. All right. What do you do to make the commute fun? This one says, listening to you guys is the most entertainment needed.
Come on, that one coming in from Laura Novielli. Laura, listen, I say this all the time. You shamelessly pander to us. We will always read your text or play your call on
It's
air.
true. I think that was the best text we got.
Mm-hmm. We have egos, and it's easy to tell.
The Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep Podcast.
I am a sucker for a good deal. And these Amazon Prime Day deals, I see a deal and I'm like, I have to have this. And I don't need it. Most of the time, we don't need the things we purchase. I already know that. And I'm not somebody who just spends frivolously. But if I get a good deal, I want it.
You could have just said, I am a sucker, full stop. Yeah, listen, I'm leaning into this because we have a group text, you, Steph, and I, and you sent out your shopping list of all the stuff you bought yesterday, and it's ridiculous. Like, some of the stuff, I didn't even know what you were talking about. You were like, guys, I went crazy for Amazon. I bought...
Wait, why do I sound like that on the group text?
Here, you go, hey guys, let me busy on Amazon. Here's what I bought. You're like, sheets, a vacuum, memory foam pillows, eye patches, and some clothes.
Clothes?
Who had clothes off Amazon?
I'm just saying, I
Also,
don't know what happened.
What are you trying to be, a pirate? Who's buying eye patches?
They're not. Those are like the ones that, you to reduce puffiness under your eyes.
Oh, under eye patches.
Yeah.
Not eye patches.
Not an actual eye patch.
Okay.
What do you call the ones that go under your eyes?
Under eye patches.
Oh, okay.
Pooja
I got those.
Pooja, whatever was on her list on sale, she was like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to
Listen,
cart.
you guys are laughing at me, but what did you both do? You said, send me the link. Who bought the same sheets I
did,
bought?
and they're coming July 21st.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
And who said, send me? Said eye patches.
Well, because once I learned they were under eye patches, and they're on a remarkable sale.
I told you.
I will get those.
I told you. So look, I'm one of those people. Now, I will say there have been things that I have bought in the past that got a really good deal on them and I don't use.
I'm staring at one right now that's got about 4 centimeters of dust on it. You were so hype. I think it was last year on Amazon
I think
Prime
she was
Day.
trying also for all of us to buy one too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool
that one
was.
didn't work.
I have to tell people, you were like, guys, I got a
Stop. I don't sound like that.
You're like, guys, I got a mug warmer from Amazon. We're like, sorry, what now? You bought a thing you plug in. You're supposed to put your coffee mug on it, and it keeps your mug warm. And I'm like, Pooja, you're never going to use this. And you're like, no, it's amazing.
And the one time I used it, it was amazing. And
And the
then I
best
just
part
keep
was-
forgetting it's there, and then you got to plug it in. It's a lot of work.
But we all have like thermoses too that we bring that keep your coffee hot.
Also, most of the time we get coffee in these like to-go cups, which it has to be something that like conducts heat, which is not paper.
I like drinking coffee in a mug.
But you never do
But
that
you
here.
don't.
Also, the best part was you're so attached to this item that last week we were making fun of you about it off air, and you're like, I don't even know where that is. I'm literally staring at it. It's right behind you on the desk. You're like, yeah, if only I could find it.
can't see
Look,
it.
it's right there.
Okay. Sometimes we purchase things that we regret. That is one of them. I cannot be alone on this. Please, somebody else help me out who doesn't sound like this.
I ordered toaster pouches one time that you put like sandwiches in and put in your toaster because I didn't have the microwave, and it was great. And now I don't have a toaster because I have a toaster oven. So I don't need
What does a toaster pouch do?
It's like a pouch. It looks like a bag, but it's made out of like parchment paper, and you stick the whole sandwich in there. Because you know how you can't like warm up a sandwich other than the microwave. You put the whole sandwich in your toaster slot with this, and it doesn't drip in your toaster.
But what if there's like mayo or lettuce?
You can wash them. You wash them.
No, but I mean, you can't
the
like heat up
sandwich?
mayo. Doesn't it go
Well,
bad?
if you're trying to like, you get too like into
This is why you can't go shopping with
toast the
Gurdeep.
sandwich.
That's too logical.
Just toast the sandwich.
your little
Or
toaster-
pizza slice. You could do pizza slices in there too.
Put that in the oven.
It
But
takes
now she has an oven. Before
Listen.
that, she didn't have an oven. She only had a toaster.
Anyways, I'm
You
trying to
can
tell you they're
take your-
useless.
You can
I'm
take your
telling
toaster
you.
sacks. You know what you can do with them?
They're useless. Do you want them?
No, this is horrible.
Okay, back on track here. I know I'm not alone. What is the most regrettable item that you've purchased on Amazon?
You got company with Steph. Take your toaster sacks and your eye patches.
And my coffee warmer. You know what to do with it.
Sounds
Give
like
us-
a good afternoon.
We are getting a lot of texts of things that you regret purchasing. Don't add this to your cart. This is from Teresa saying, my husband bought me a selfie stick for my birthday, $75. We used it once, and now all it's doing is sitting in our closet.
70. I've never purchased a selfie stick, but $75 seems excessive.
That's
like,
a lot.
It's just a stick.
But at the same time, like, aren't there times where you're like, I wish I had a selfie stick?
Absolutely useful, but like I would spend no more than 40 on a selfie stick. I feel like no.
Yeah, good point.
This text coming in, no name attached to it, but just says bread maker.
Oh, remember when there was that whole trend of everybody
COVID.
making their own bread? Yes.
Some people still do, but it feels like the kind of thing you did in COVID when you had lots of time, and now
Yeah.
What does a bread maker even look like?
It's giant. It's
like a little
huge.
oven?
No, it's not little at all. It's like massive. Although I don't know if they've come a long way since I had a bread maker, but they were massive back then. And just trying to put that on your countertop, it takes up so much room.
It's like a big rice cooker.
Yes.
Like they're big.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, and then it bakes in the oven, right?
No, in there. It bakes,
Oh, it bakes
in there.
in
Right
there.
in
Yeah,
there.
Why did I think you bake bread in the oven?
I don't know.
It's
Do you
its
think
own
the bread
little
maker- yeah.
oven.
It's like a mini bake oven?
Yeah. Don't buy one.
No, I don't know. I don't have time or skills for that. Definitely not.
Okay, this one's an interesting one. I don't know if I'm saying this right. A kilo squirrel finger puppet set?
Huh?
Animal puppet show theater props and
They're
novelty
little-
toys?
They're little finger puppets. You put them on each finger.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Someone bought those.
Okay.
I mean, that could be a lot of fun on a Saturday night.
I guess, yeah. If you're a ventriloquist or a puppeteer, I suppose.
Or if you have kids, I'm
Feels
thinking.
like a COVID thing again. Yeah, maybe for the kids. Yeah, your kids are 2 and 3. They'll appreciate
And by
that.
kids, I mean my husband, Paul.
The kids are asleep. You're just doing puppet shows?
Put on puppet shows.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing this one right, but Craig Davies just texted in saying, my wife.
No.
He did. Regrettable
Find wives
purchases.
on Amazon.
And he said, my wife.
No.
It's not true.
That's not very
He meant his account on Amazon because she's using it to get in on Amazon Prime deals.
Yeah. Oh, here's
No,
her.
he meant my Wi-Fi. It,
My,
like-
my Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
my Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, yes.
Or he's Borat and he's like, my wife. This is a good one. Indoor barbecue, where I have a perfectly fine barbecue 3 steps away. What? Although, no, I will say, like, if you don't want to go outside in the winter, but you love the BBQ all year round.
Yeah, that's true.
The indoor barbecue.
But I can see how that might be a regrettable purchase. And you probably spend a pretty penny on it as well.
Hundo. We've had more texts of people requesting the link to the eye patches than people sending in regrettable purchases. I think we've lost the plot here.
Okay, Kelly, I see you. Yes, you can get the link. I'm going to send it to you right now.
Wow. I don't know if we solved anything here, but everyone's going to be wearing eye patches
Happy
this weekend.
shopping.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
We did something that, we don't always do, but it was very exciting. I don't think you and I have ever been to a concert together. We did do Gwen Stefani, but it was a little bit more of an intimate experience.
And we were at the weekend together years ago. I'm so glad you remember our concert history together.
We did go to the weekend together
Been to
years
several
ago.
concerts together. Yeah. Glad
but,
it was memorable.
But this was like my full-on concert experience with you when we went to go see Coldplay
Yes.
at Rogers Stadium.
So good.
And I have to say that I feel bad because, like, I would make fun of you for when we went to go see Gwen Stefani. You would do this like jumping up and down thing.
Which is what everyone does at rock concerts.
This is what you told me.
Yeah.
Turns out you were right.
Yeah, and that wasn't even really like a rock concert because Coldplay is many genres.
Yes.
But yeah.
I found myself jumping up
At
and
one
down.
point, Chris Martin said, I want everyone to jump up and down. I was like, see? It's a thing.
I'd look over at you. You were jumping up and down. I'd look over at me. I was jumping up and down. Looked over at 50,000 fans. Everybody was jumping up
You
and
get
down.
your steps in. It's like
Yeah.
a workout. Everybody wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. This concert was described by many people going in as a religious experience. I'm not a religious person, so I'm going to say it was more of a spiritual experience. It was just, it was magical. The thing that stuck out to me, and you and I, full disclosure, everyone was asking me, how was the commute? What was it like? Because you saw there was a lot of talk about that online. There was a designated drop-off point for Ubers, so you and I were dropped there. It's about a 15-minute walk to the stadium. It was fine. It was a hot day.
Yeah.
But in terms of if you planned for it was absolutely fine. All the instructions were at the Rogers Stadium Instagram page. And then getting home, you took an Uber. I took Go Transit. The amazing thing, so Coldplay is all about, if you haven't seen them, they're all about peace and love and being good to your fellow person. And it's amazing what that does to the crowd because everyone just sort of like a disciple just follows suit.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about getting to the GO train with, several thousand other people. It was so civil getting to the GO train. And you're in there with a crush of thousands and thousands of people and you're waiting for the train. And I'm like, when the doors open, is everyone going to start pushing? Like, I'm like kind of stressed out about it. Nobody was pushing. People were being like, oh, no, you go ahead. Oh, no, you go ahead.
Nice.
And it's crazy what that does when the band sets the tone for that. I am a little worried about what it's going to be like after Oasis a month from now. They're a bit of a different message.
And then instead of jumping up and down, what happens at an Oasis concert? Is it like mosh pits? Are you moshing?
I don't know that they'll mosh at Oasis. I just don't know that everyone's going to be so kind afterwards getting to the transit after Oasis when they're all like, yeah, I hate my brother.
We're friends right now because we need the money.
Fights and alcohol and drugs. Yeah, no. Coldplay was just such a magical message. It was a great time. And this is my third time seeing them. I've told you before, they're on my Mount Rushmore of concerts. They're just so good live.
They're so good.
They sound just like the record live.
So true. And I mean, just like you said, all the good feelings all around. This is my second time seeing them. But I think the best part, and I think this is what you meant to say, the best part for you was going with me.
Oh, absolutely! It was you're like my human moon goggles. You know, the moon goggles elevate the show.
Yeah.
You're my if somebody was moon goggles, it would be you.
Yeah, we had a good time. So, what's our next concert?
We're going to go to another one?
Yeah.
Let's go to Oasis so you can see what that's going to be like.
Okay. All right.
What is the best concert you've ever been to? Coldplay, we've told you, is up there for me. Everybody we talked to at the show people were talking about, this is the best thing I've ever
Someone
seen.
said this was better than my firstborn. I was like, what?
Well, hopefully their child wasn't.
What?
Were they saying it to their child?
No, they were not.
That's going to be worked out in therapy. What's the best concert you've ever been to? We want to hear about it.
Let's go to Nancy in Burlington.
Well, I would say Madonna, the Virgin Tour, but also it was hard to choose because I also love the Rolling Stones' Bridges of Babylon.
Oh, nice.
You've seen some classics.
Yes. Oh, they were phenomenal. Madonna when she was younger, and the dancing, the choreography, the singing was fabulous.
There's nothing better than when you leave a concert and you were singing the whole time. You've lost your voice, just like I have. You know,
jumping up and down.
Yeah, a lot of jumping up and down. Apparently,
Nancy, can as someone who's been to a bunch of shows, can you confirm for Pooja that at rock concerts we jump up and down?
Absolutely.
There we go.
The entire time. Like nobody sits down.
I missed the gym that day.
No.
Okay, I was trying to get it in. Nancy, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Okay, so we're taking it back to the 80s there with Madonna the Virgin Tour. I love that. What is the best concert you've ever been to? Jessica in Oshawa.
I gotta say, hands down, I just took my mom to Teddy Swims, and he's her favorite. She has Alzheimer's, and we got backstage, and he spent about 20 minutes with her, and we shared contact information, and he just made it that much better by taking that time with a fan that loves him so much. So
wow.
he's amazing. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. He, my mom's a younger person with Alzheimer's, and I just happened to get the right person outside, and it was a Rico Coliseum, so it was more intimate. And 5 minutes later, his manager came out and said, "Come on, she's going to meet him." So it was amazing.
Was. I mean, it's so nice when you see an artist that sounds that good, but then you find out they're a good person as well.
Oh, yeah, hands down, he was the best. And then Justin Timberlake second, but definitely that experience for her will stay with her for as long as it can. So
That's a beautiful story, Jessica. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. We're so happy that happened for your mom.
Thank you so much.
You know what? You and I have a mutual friend who always says music is medicine.
Yes.
And it really can be. But add to that, like the music itself is medicine. And then you find out that they're great people too. I mean, just it's amazing. What's the best concert you've ever been to? Denise in Grand Valley.
Recently, the Pink concert.
Oh, Pink. Yeah, I heard that she puts on such a great show.
It was unbelievable. I used to work in the music industry and went to a lot of concerts, but she was unbelievable.
What was it about Pink at Scotiabank Arena, I believe, right?
Yeah.
What was it about Pink specifically that made it the best concert ever for you?
Well, her acrobatics and like her aerials flying, and it sounded like exactly the record.
Love
and
when
it
that
was
happens.
she was unreal.
Denise, did she get everyone to collectively do a trust fall?
Yes, she did.
As long as you sign the liability waiver, then you can do it.
Exactly.
Denise, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Okay, bye.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Attention all grandparents, or if you have kids, you might want to tell your parents about this because maybe this is going to be the next side hustle for grandparents because it's doing so well in Japan. There is a service called Oke Obasan, which means grandmother in Japanese.
Okay.
And for a fee of 3,300 yen, which works out to about $30 per hour.
Ooh, $30 an hour. It's not bad.
$30 an hour. You can rent a grandma.
You can rent a grandma?
You can rent a grandma to come and do all the things you want her to do as grandma.
Like what? Like, can they just give you a hug?
They can. You
Okay.
can rent them to, give you sort of affection, somebody to talk to, housework, any sort of like advice, historical knowledge.
I'm not going to hire a grandma and be like, clean my house. That's horrible.
No, but a lot of people use them for like recipes, like teach me how to cook this or teach me to do.
Teach me some wisdom, not like, hey, can you dust my shelves?
Yeah, that's kind of mean. But,
Yeah.
this is ways that, using a grandma. And I guess it's like maybe they don't have a grandma of their own or just relying on somebody who's not your family member, who's maybe impartial
Right.
when it comes to the advice. A lot of people use them also to break up with partners
No,
for them.
I'm sorry. No, what?
That is what's going on.
Why would a grandma be especially good at breaking up with someone?
Because nobody's going to be mad at grandma. Nobody's going to be upset.
Why is random grandma calling your partner?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just like if you got to get it done.
This feels like it was well-intentioned, but some people are misusing this.
Apparently, they also help with like nice penmanship to like write out cards. They help with babysitting. Like there's so many. Think about grandma and how many skills, transferable skills grandma has.
I'd get grandma to help wrap gifts because I'm not a good rapper.
Oh, there you go.
But like she'd be wrapping gift cards. It'd be tiny little wrap jobs.
I just picture you get grandma to like, hold you and like cradle you and rock you to sleep. I don't know why.
Maybe.
That's the visual.
It's possible.
The fact that you're not disputing it tells me you see the same thing.
I'd want to learn some wonderful like family recipes from grandma.
Yeah.
That's what I definitely want to learn. That, I could use some help with the penmanship. No breakups.
I guess if you're a grandparent, you have to think about, okay, what is it that I can offer? What are my skills? And then you would put that out there as something. Like if you don't want to do housework, you wouldn't. But you would put it out there as to what they could rent you for. Like for instance, if I was going to rent you out, what would you offer me?
Honestly, I don't think I really have many teachable skills.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You could teach people how to wear their hats backwards and pull it off.
That doesn't require.
You could go through your skincare regimen.
Okay,
it's quite good.
Okay, you know what? That is one thing I get asked quite a bit. Okay, sure. I could run people through my 6-step skincare regimen. That I could do. I don't speak other languages. I can't teach people my quick wit and trivia skills.
But you can at laundry.
Don't most people know how to do laundry?
I don't.
Not
really.
The way you enjoy it.
Yeah, I am really good with the ratios of the scent boosters.
I'm not sure anybody's going to rent you for that, but look, we're building out the resume.
What would people rent you for?
Awkward small talk, how to be awkward in general.
Nobody wants to do that.
How to do the running man.
Okay. Again, the emphasis
I could teach you how to say the running man.
How to say the running man? You can do it, you can't say it. No.
How to properly pronounce vacation? I've got a lot of skills.
Okay. A bit of an off-the-wall question today, but if you were up for rent, what services would you be rented for?
Let's go to Christina in Richmond Hill. What's up for you?
I think a lot of basic things that a lot of young people don't know how to do now, like iron clothes, cook basic food, use leftovers, sew on a button or do a hem.
Oh, do you know how to change a tire as well?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, this sounds very helpful. Do you want to come over to my place?
It was basic stuff that we learned growing up that I think a lot of people, I'm learning that a lot of people don't know how to do.
You know, this is a good point. Every time my husband gets me to sew on a button, he's so impressed with me. He's like, how do you know how to do this? I'm like, family studies growing up or home ec?
I never learned. I find that a huge turn on. Someone who knows how to sew.
Really?
You can fix a button.
We just learned those things at home.
Interesting. Okay.
Right?
Well,
growing up.
I'm gonna argue you need to charge more than $30 an hour, Christina. These are great skills.
Absolutely. These are life skills. Christina, thanks so much for the call.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, Pooja.
No, we're just getting a lot of texts at 901-981.
Big time here. Nicola from Mississauga texting and saying, hi, P&G. I could definitely be rented for decluttering. I'm an expert at it. I need help with that right now.
Oh, I would love that.
Nicola, seriously.
I would also be a little embarrassed, though. If you open any of my drawers and be like, your house looks really clean, and then you open a drawer and you're like, whoa, that's where everything is.
Well, you're like, why is every drawer a junk drawer?
Yes, every drawer is a junk drawer. It's true. Another text coming in here from Shelly Ann saying, I would offer to cuddle your newborns so you can sleep, eat, and shower.
Is that weird?
I mean, look, when you're a mom and you could use all the help in the world, you don't say no to help. But also, don't cuddle my newborns.
Yeah.
I want to cuddle them.
Cuddling newborns is like the best part. It's like, it's not, you're not changing the diapers or feeding them. You're just cuddling them. That's the best part.
That is pretty sweet. Yeah.
Okay. Rob in Oakville texting and saying, for a modest fee, I'll silently judge your outfit choices from the couch while eating chips. Basically like having a teenage daughter again. Is this accurate, Steph?
Yeah, she's also up for rent.
Without her knowledge. I love that. Jazz in Brampton writing, rent me and I'll aggressively defend you in group chats.
Ooh, that's good.
I will fight your battles and bring memes.
Hey, that's actually quite helpful.
I need you, Jazz, in my life. Yes.
Seriously. Nathan in Toronto saying, my services include making you a cup of tea, not drinking it, then leaving mugs all over the house. Authentic roommate experience.
Also, my kids again.
Yeah. I feel like Nathan is speaking from experience. Simran and Markham saying, I'll pretend to be your partner at family functions so Aunt Rita stops asking why you're still single. Bonus points if I get to do a dramatic breakup later.
I feel like Simran and Markham targeted this at me, and yes, I'll take this. Because it's the number one question I get asked me at family reunions. Oh, Beta, why aren't you married yet?
Just bring Simran with you. You'll be fine.
I like it. I need this.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
We got two
stories that you need to know this morning. Pooja, what do you have?
Okay, so we know that a lot of kids are in summer camp, but so are adults.
What?
Adult summer camps are here, and they come with craft beers, curated playlists, a collective desire to log off and just do something where you can feel and be more connected to other people. So just picture adults swapping out a trip to Europe and backpacking, or, instead they're on a weekend away in the woods. No Wi-Fi. You have cabin mates. You have bunk beds and plenty of crafts to keep you busy.
I feel like you need this because you didn't go outside as a kid.
I didn't go to camp either.
You need to make up for this as an adult.
I didn't even go to camp, so I don't even know what I missed there. They say that there's yoga at sunrise. You do journaling circles by the fire. There's themed dance parties. And this is just a few hours away from Toronto, so a lot of it is in Haliburton, Muskoka, Prince Edward County. Bonfires, but then also there's workshops. So you're doing breath work. You're also doing wine tasting. Like, it's elevated as much as you want it to be. Think of it as a wellness camp instead of an adult camp.
I like it. Would you do it?
I would do it.
Would you actually?
I think I would have so much fun because I think there's something to be said about just being at one with nature and disconnecting.
You'd do it as long as you could stay in a nice hotel.
Well, I'd be
glamping.
I'd be glamping. Okay, and just so you know, prices are anywhere from $300 to $800, depending on the kind of luxury you want.
Right.
So
I'd
closer
be on to $800 for
I'd be on the higher end of
fair.
that. What do you got?
Okay, so this is really interesting. When you fly to the U.S., you have to remove your shoes when you go through security.
Yeah.
That's been standard for quite a while now. This is apparently going to be a thing of the past. So U.S. Homeland Security recently announced that passengers at American airports no longer need to remove their shoes because officials have found other ways to keep travelers safe. So Canada, yes, our federal government is working to align with this, meaning that soon, when you fly to the U.S. from Canada, you won't be required to take your shoes off.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I didn't realize this, but Canada already doesn't require passengers flying within Canada or to non-U.S. destinations you don't have to take off your shoes unless you're specifically requested to.
I never know when I get there. I have so many questions. I've never flown before. I'm like, am I taking them off?
Because
am I keeping them on?
Inconsistent. Sometimes they're like, they look at you like, no, what are you doing? Put your shoes back on. And other times they're like, hey, take them off.
Do I take the liquids bag out? Do I keep it in? What do I do?
Yeah, do I put a bounce sheet in my shoes so my dog smell good,
So I'm wondering, with this alignment of changing the rules here, is there also a rule that you cannot take your shoes off on the plane?
I think we should probably all agree to that, but no one's going to be following, unfortunately.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.